James. I am a life and business coach, and I help you to monetize your knowledge. Those of you who have something that you want to teach someone, you want to help someone with something that you've gotten through, and you want to help to bring them, up to speed and carry them along and make sure they know certain things. If you want to teach a technique or any type of tactic, these are the things that I help you to monetize. That's your knowledge. So today I am going to talk about what it looks like to quickly create a program. So some of you are looking to create a course, and the word course, the word program, very similar. We more so use program when you find that the person who is the leader of the program, they are in it. Normally they're in it live, and they're in there and just helping the people, doing sessions with them. Then when we move into using the word course, we more so have it where the person who's running the course has pre-recorded content. Now, can it be both ways? Absolutely. The words are interchangeable. I just wanted to give you what they look like as far as what people generally think about the two words. So in your program, you can have it where there are pre-recorded sessions and people just watch, or you can be live, and same thing with the course. So what I want to share with you is, what does it look like to do this instantly, like create your program now? So when we hear program and course, we normally hear, oh my goodness, I have to pre-record all of these videos. I have to put them on the platform. I have to do all of these different things. Well, I want to share with you a strategy. I'm going to give you 7 things that you need to do so that you can create your program right now. All right. If you guys are ready, let me know that you are ready. Somebody type ready in the chat so I can know that you are ready to get these 7 things that you need to do to start your program right now. All right. So I am ready to share. So here we go. The first thing is going to be to create and choose the topics that you're going to cover. What topics are you going to share with your people inside of your program? So the way that you're going to actually choose your topics is to sit down and think about why you're creating the program and what is it that you want them to walk away with. So when you sit and you meditate on what is it that I want to help the people with, you begin to just write. Just brain dump, guys. Don't think about it. Just write all of the things down. This is going to help you to figure out how long you actually want to be in this program with your people. Now, programs can be short, they can be long, they can be a few days, it could be 30 days, it could be a week, it could be 14 days, could be a month, could be 3 months, 6 months, whatever you want it to be. So I want to share with you that when you begin to sit down and write out all of the things that you actually want to share with your people, you'll see how many topics that you actually want to cover. Okay, so now that you've written out all of your topics, hopefully you have a nice outline of things that you could cover. Now, here's what I want you to know. When you're brain dumping, you are going to write what you believe that you want to share, but eventually you'll go back and look at the list, and maybe some of the things you wrote down are not necessarily as important, or they don't belong in this program. And what you also should know is that some of the programs that you're going to run, you will do a portion of the information that you have in this program, and then you can move your people into a whole different program to share the rest of the information. So don't think that just because you have these things that you want to share with the world, that you have to drop everything into the program. That's not how it works. Okay. So the next thing that you want to choose are your dates. If you're going to create a program and you've determined what the topics will be, now you have to decide how many sessions you want to do, and then you're going to have to choose dates that you're going to be live. So I told you that you're starting your program right now, which means that there's no pre-recorded content. You're going to pick a certain amount of dates, and you're going to meet your people on the stream on those particular dates. All right. So if you chose that you're going to do a 2-week program, you now have to say to yourself, am I going to meet them twice a week? Am I just going to meet them once a week out of these 14 days? Once you decide that, then you're going to go back and pick the topics that you have written down, and you're going to create that as your outline for the amount of time that you're going to meet with your people. So if your program is like 30 days and you pick like 10 topics, You're going to pick them and then you'll spread them out over that amount of time. Okay. So the next thing that I want to share with you is that you're going to need to create slides. Slides make you look professional. So when people are meeting you and they're going to join you, if you can put a slide up on the screen that tells them the topic for today's session, it feels good that they understand what you're talking about. It's something also on the screen so that you're not doing the talking head video only, which means that you're just on video in front of your people. So you can choose to just do talking head, or you can choose the slides, but once again, it makes you look more professional. Okay, so my suggestion when you're making your slides is that you should have, I'm going to go with the 14-day thing. It's going to be easier to speak about. So if in 14 days you decided that you're going to, that's 2 weeks, you're going to meet your people twice a week in the 14-day period. That means that you now have 4 sessions over the 14 days. You now need to pick the topics that you're going to cover. That means you have 4 sessions out of the time. You're going to pick 4 topics. And now you're going to make 1 set of slides to make life easy for you. Meaning that when you sit down to make your slides, you're going to create 4 different slides that have the 4 topics. Are you guys still with me? I know I wanted to give you, like a blueprint here that's easy to follow. So now you have your 4 topics. Create the 4 slides at one time so that when you go back in to actually share information with the people in your program, you don't have to keep creating your slides. What you're going to do is put the slide on the screen and only show them on the first day, slide number 1. And you'll leave only slide number 1 on the screen, and that will be it. When you come back for the second session in that first week, you'll open up your slides and you'll put up slide number 2. They don't even need to see any of the other slides, and you can begin to speak about whatever it is you're sharing with your people in that session. Okay, I hope this is making it easy for you to be able to start your program right now. Now, what else do you need to know? I'm actually on tip number 4 at this point. Streaming. Where are you streaming from? You have to pick your streaming platform. There are several that you can pick. You can actually pick one that is hidden, something like a Zoom. And that means that you're going to invite your people to come in and it's going to be private. But even with Zoom, and I'm going to move on to some of the other streaming platforms, which are the ones that are streaming live, you can literally still create a program if you wanted to stream it live and do it and then pull them down. So if you wanted people to see that you have this program, you can literally record it, invite your people on, stream live to a place like Facebook or Instagram. There's also streaming live to places like LinkedIn. So you could do that if you like, and then you'll pull it down. And then these are the recorded pieces of content that you now could turn into a course. So right now I'm talking about a program where people are in there with you live. Okay. There are a host of other platforms that you could actually use, and I'm not going to talk about all of them right now. But the one thing that you want to choose is that when you pick your platform, you need to understand how the platform works so that when you're ready to pull down the session that you just did, you need to know how easy it is to get it. Some of the platforms that you're going to use, like a Zoom, for instance, if you use it and you just go on with your people live and you don't stream it to another location and you did not hit record, you won't have it. But if you do hit record, you now have the option of recording to your device or recording to the cloud. But if you did not purchase extra cloud storage, you might not be able to do that. So you want to make sure that all of these things are in order and you understand your own process that you're going to follow through with before you actually hit record and start this program. Okay, so the next thing that you want to do, number 5, is have a graphic for the program that you're creating. You want to be able to promote the program and let people know that this is the title of it. This is what I'm going to be sharing in it. This is who I am. This is how you actually get signed up. All of those things actually need to be on the graphic for the program. So it'll make it easy for you to promote it on your any of your platforms. If you want to email it out, if you want to text out the graphic, these are all things you can do to instantly start a program right now. And I know you guys just heard me say text. You can text out a graphic. So you can text it out one by one, which I don't recommend, or you could text it out in by using one of the text message blast systems, text marketing systems, okay? Now, another thing that I want to share, number 6, is that if you're going to create your program right now, you're going to need to have a paywall, meaning that you want people to be able to pay to get in, to get all of the information. Now, what you do really want is a paywall that will allow a person to pay for it. And if they're paying weekly or daily, weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, or whatever amount of time that your program is going to last, you are taking increments of payments. You want to make sure that your system will shut someone out if they did not make the next payment. Okay, so some of the systems that you use will do this for you. I use Kartra. Another one is Kajabi that will do these things for you. Now, if you didn't want to use those, another one you could use is Jotforms. And Jotform is more on a little bit of a lower level because you're really creating a form, but Jotforms has literally stepped up their game. And I'm actually an affiliate for them, so I know a lot about like all of the updates that they have. And it literally looks like a store when you're clicking on their forms at this point. So that's another place that you could do it. But if you were to use a Jotform, my suggestion would be that you're going to take all the money up front on the Jotform, and then you're going to drip out the information you want them to get from the form. And if you guys need more info on this stuff, this is where this is what I actually share in my programs. I go deeper on the different platforms you could use and what they can do for you, because they all have different pay structures. So you want to know, think about your budget and what they also do before you pick them. The last thing that I'm going to share today when it comes down to creating your program right now, and once again, we're using we're actually building it out as we go along, because we're not using pre-recorded content. We're actually going in and we're going live. The next thing you're going to need is a landing page, so that you will be able to put the ability for someone to click on it and purchase it. They'll buy it from the landing page, okay? So the landing page will also give them information on the program that you're offering. That graphic I told you about earlier, you could take that and make your landing page look pretty by popping that right on the landing page, instead of having to do all of this extra stuff on the landing page to get your program started right away. So I hope that all of this information has been helpful, because we're hearing the word program, we're hearing the word course, we're hearing all of these different words, and some of you believe that it takes a lot of work to get it done. Yes, if you're going to pre-record and organize all of these things, it is a little more work, but you can jump in right now, do all the things that I said earlier, and then you can set up your streaming platform and connect all of the things and send that out after you've gotten paid, and you can create your program right now without any pre-recorded content. So that was my first 13 minutes. And I'm now going to tell you guys how you can connect with me. And the fact that everything I just said, I actually have an ebook that you can grab. Is totally free for you. Everything I said plus more details, because we only had 13 minutes. So I really couldn't share everything I wanted to. Inside the ebook, the totally free ebook, is everything I just said. Okay. And plus there are links to click on to get to some of the resources that I told you about. So I'll make it easy for you to be able to get started right away. Okay. Let me put 1 more minute on my clock. Okay. For what I'm doing. Okay. Cause I only get 2 minutes. So I want you to know that you can go to the link in my bio. If you give me a quick follow, then we can start our connection now. But the link in my bio has a free resource for you called the Create Your Program Now free ebook. You can click to download that, and everything is in there for you. What do I have beyond the free ebook? Because I do want you to be able to create your program now. I do have a deeper level of help, which is my Become a Coach program. It is titled that. However, I want you to know that you don't have to be a coach or title yourself a coach to be able to help others, because what I do is help you to monetize your knowledge. So you also could hop on a call with me, guys. Don't let another moment go by without creating something that could change someone else's life, because I know that you want to create impact. You want to change someone's life to help them with the thing that you've overcome. I've already gotten through all of this stuff as far as creating a program and building all of these things out. I have all the answers you need. Let me help you. Don't do this by yourself. All right. That is my time.